life now, at this stage of your life, what does friendship mean to you? Like, how do you say how do I put it now? At this stage of your life, compared to when you were, now that you're an adult, compared to when you were a child, how
Yeah.
can you interpret friendship? Like, what is genuine friendship to you? Is it about sitting together in the class, seeing each other every day,
Hmm.
going on breaks and buying ice lollies? Shout out all of us that went to boarding school and maybe public school. You follow your friends to go and buy ice lollies. You follow them to, you people buy one fish roll and share. What is
Or
your
buy ice cream, that fan
yeah?
ice, and they'll cut
Cut
it
it
into
into
two.
two, exactly.
So, and another thing that my friends used to do back then is they would give us transport fare. We'll lap each other and we'll share the effort.
And you now walk home from school.
I was not welcome for school.
So friendship those times and friendship now, what have evolved in your definition of friendships between from being a child friend to an adult friend?
Ah, then maturity. So back then while we were in school, though as much as my group of friends then were in school were very brilliant. So, and I really love that about us. And I'll tell you that that friendship really shaped me
Mm-hmm.
into university. I'm going to mention their name. I'm sorry, I have to do
Mention
this.
free.
So, when I was in secondary school, my friends were Titi, Syrian, and
Shout out to all of
Moe.
you, to Titi,
So,
to Simi, to every one of you.
Syrian, she's a Senegalese, so her name
Siren,
is
sorry.
funny. So Titi and Syrian, I remember we always discuss about what we're going to be. And Syrian would tell me, Pelumi, I really want you to be a medical doctor. I'm also going to be a doctor. And Titi says she's going to be a nurse. Guess what? Titi is a nurse. Syrian is a veterinary doctor. I'm not yet a doctor, but I'm going to have a PhD.
Yeah.
So, but these are things we've said. Titi is really encouraging. I remember back then in secondary school, it was just more about us,
Yeah.
getting. I remember when Titi was like, I didn't collect any gifts today. This year I'm going
There's
to
a
get.
collect
So
some.
we were actually working towards getting prizes for school. As much as I did not collect any, but I collected one for being a prefect. But Titi collected one gift and Siren collected, and I was really like proud of them. And back to when Titi was in nursing schools, Titi was doing excellently well. Sirentu was doing well. So these are friendship that really shaped me while growing up. And I feel we should always look towards that. And I know this video is not just for adulthood.
Yeah.
And also I know young people still will watch and everything like that. Be very sure that the kind of friendship you have are really shaping you to like that good destination, because I would never ever forget Nancy when we were working and she was like, you two, you have to be a doctor because I'm going to be a doctor. And Titi says she wants to be a nurse. Today, Titi is a nurse. Siren is a veterinary doctor. I'm not a doctor yet, but at least I can wait. So I feel
On my way. We double masters.
and another thing is while growing up as well, we are now working towards getting our niche, knowing what we really want to do, being an enigma in our own field of, expertise. Yes.
Yeah.
So you have to have a friend, a relationship that will encourage you. You can't. I procrastinate a lot. So if I'm going to do something, I need that person. Sometimes like that, when I say I want to do something, I'm just thinking, blah blah blah, like that. Should be like, do it. Don't worry about whatever you need. Start it first. Just push. So I think that is something that you should always look for. That person that knows your dream, knows your vision, and is ready to support you through thick and thin. They don't need to give you money. It's not about money, but the
Mm-hmm.
fact that they're encouraging you, they're finding solution to that problem. I think that should be like something you should look for in friendship.
Yeah. There's a lot in this video today. How do you handle one-sided friendship? Like when I first did a video about navigating mother with her brother, I said I was going to talk about adult friendship, which I'm doing right now. One of the things that I said was you can't expect people to be helping you with your children, taking care of your children, and you are not ready to help them back. If you don't do that, even the day they're available, they'll tell you they are not available.
Mm,
So it's not nice that friendship is one-sided, that because when you're not the dead sea that is just receiving, that is not giving her back, you will stink. So what do you think about one-sided friendship?
It's overwhelming. I'm not
How
gonna
do you
lie.
how do you handle it?
Sometimes me, I'll push responsibilities though, because I me, I'll push. Okay, I remember. I don't know. Okay, one-sided friendship. I don't know. Sometimes, okay, most of the time, some things I do are just me being me. So I find it difficult to like see it as I want you to do back to me.
Uh-huh.
But it is when it's now draining that maybe the person is now demanding and I keep on doing and I'm not getting back. That is when I now feel like, no. You say, help me small now. I've tried this, I've tried that with you. And that is when me, I'll now start be like, I've done something for you as well now. So why are you not reciprocating? If I now see that the person is not, I'll stop helping. So me, it's not like I want you to give me like as much as I've given. Sometimes when I do some things, I do it because, okay, it's just me being me. But when I now realize that I'm at the receiving end, I take double step backwards. So that's just me when it comes to like a one-sided friendship. And when I see that, no, this friendship is just a user, I'll be very unavailable. Because when I now see that, because I know I had a friend that knew that, okay, because me, I'm an hustler, trust me. So at least change go day. Like, I had this friend that would be like, I will pay now. We have money now. Yeah. So when I now realize that this person is like, I've done a couple of things like that, pay. I like this person just, I mean, Alpha, this thing is 40,000. Oh yeah, split 20K. So not like I cannot overlook it, but the point is, you've seen me and you feel like you want to like use me.
Yeah.
No, that's just me. I'll just step back. I should not be stingy.
Can you set boundaries and still be a good friend? Do you think that friendship should have boundaries where you can step and where you cannot step? Can you set boundaries? Can you set boundaries and still say that you're good friends?
Mm. See, when it comes to that boundaries thing, if you have a friend that doesn't understand boundary, then you don't have a friend. I don't have to tell you that, babe, I don't like you putting your shoes. I'll be putting your hand on the wall. Take for instance. I don't have to tell you. You should know.
Yeah.
Because if you are my friend, I will know something. Okay, take for instance, I'm just using us because this is we and you talking. So take for instance, you don't like when I do some certain things, which I understand. So and I know you don't like me doing some certain things. When I bring that kind of conversation, I know you are not going to find it funny. So it is sensitive for me to understand that my friend doesn't like this.
Yeah.
And I will take 2 steps backwards. So that is where boundaries comes. So I'm just using that as an example. So you already know what your friend doesn't like. So I don't need to tell you that, babe, don't be putting your leg on the table. I don't. Or don't wear this kind of thing to my house. I don't. You already know me. So for you to know me, you know what I don't like. You will not do it. So I don't have to tell you that, baby, no, I don't like it. So I'm just giving that as an example. So that is where boundaries comes in. So if you have a friend that doesn't respect your boundaries, then that friend is not your friend, because I don't know. Yeah. I understand what my friend doesn't like. So if I keep on doing it, that means I don't want. So knowing what friendship is, understanding yourself, knowing yourself, and to be able to come to a compromise. You understand? For you to say, okay, this person is my friend, she has understand you enough to say, okay, this is who this person is, and I'm okay with it. And whatever she does, I'd rather support her or let her understand that this is what you've done, and then we'll walk through it together. So that is it. So I don't think
Sincerely, I
I have to set up boundaries
every
for my
relationship
friends.
should have boundaries. Irrespective of Yoruba has to say, my Yoruba is not so fluent, so don't laugh. It is like mo wa foniwa, no for
Yes, now.
that means knowing what this person is acceptable with this person.
Yes.
That's what makes you cordial, right? So if I know that this person doesn't appreciate this thing, or this is
Step
how this
aside.
person thinks, or this is how this person will react when I do this thing. I respect them. That's why I am their friend.
I don't
Really.
have to come and be saying
Yes.
this is it,
If you
this
have
is
a
it.
friend that don't like talking about their marriage, you don't pry into their marriage. You can still be friends on
Exactly. And just
different level.
mm-hmm.
If you have friends that really don't like to talk about their past, stop prying about their past. Understand those boundaries about them and work towards it. And
Yes.
then I have like 3 more questions because I know it's a long video. I'm thinking that I'm going to cut this video into 2 parts because Omo,
It's
this story is
long.
long. um, what do you think Jesus teaches about friendship? What do you think is a biblical standard of friendship?
Jesus kind of friend
Mm.
is not practiced nowadays. Because one basic thing I'm going to take out from Jesus kind of friendship is selflessness.
Mm.
Someone that doesn't care who you are. Okay, let's go back to the story of the prodigal son. He literally went to his dad and said, give me everything. In short, divide it, give me, I'm going off. And he went out and he blew everything off like as the Omo Baba Olowo.
Yeah.
And he came back like a normal person. I'm not going to take that kind of son back. What he lost, go be. But he literally came back and did that through a big party. Like, my lost son is back home. Irrespective, he has taken his share, squandered it. But the dad still welcomed him to a party. That's the kind of Jesus friendship.
Mm-hmm.
It's not practiced nowadays because I realize sometimes I don't want to see it this way, but human nature kind of can be very, very self-centered that I don't think there's so much, it's rare. That's why you see people when they have that one rare, experience with friendship, they'll be like, wow, I've never had any of this type of friendship before.
Yeah.
So the Jesus kind of friendship is selflessness.
Mm.
Understand you and still love you for who you are.
Yeah.
Will not backstab you. Will not, disrespect you. We love you and will not judge you. I think that is the Jesus kind of friendship. And we sacrifice his life for you. But I don't think anybody will want to put themselves on the slaughter table for anybody. So, but that is the Jesus kind of friendship. Yeah. But at least even if you cannot die for me, what can you do as a good friend?
That's the question for all of you. What can you do as a good friend? So some people say that their husbands are their best friend. Mm-hmm. What's your opinion about that? Should we have best friends outside marriages? Sure. Or should you have your this is my best friend and this is my husband? Do you think your husband should be your best friend?
No. I used to think like that. Your husband can be your very good friend.
Yeah.
But your husband cannot be your best friend. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you.
I know this one this question it's a very controversial question that I've had it in my head for a long time.
Sincerely, well, everyone has their own best way of in their marriage or what works for them. But for me, I'm not saying my husband is not my friend. That's my G. But your husband is not your best friend. It can't be your best friend. I'm not saying that there are no things you can't discuss with your husband. Yeah. But there are sometimes your husband will do some things for you. You just need that person to point out to before you and your husband will then resolve it though. But it now takes your friend that has sense, that knows that husband and wife will settle just to give you, but there's no how. There's sometimes that you have that friend that you call and say, babe, I don't even know. It's empty. Am I okay? Because let me tell you something. When you are living with your husband and your husband and wife, fine, you guys are living together. But there are so many things that you might not be able to like communicate. Maybe it is ego that is powering at that time. Mm-hmm. Or maybe I don't think it's in the best frame of mind to be able to express myself. Mm-hmm. Or maybe it does not understand. Mm-hmm. Because I'm not going to lie, the husband is not a magician. He cannot understand how you feel. Mm-hmm. Only when you speak to somebody that is also a wife that understands. Guess what? Husband and wife, we are not wired the same way. They will do some things irrational. I'll be like, why are you doing like this? And you will do something and be like, do you understand what I mean? What
Yeah.
some things that you do that will make them be upset, or be something that will upset them, or be something that will upset you. They will feel like, what's the big deal? Do you understand what I'm saying? And that is because we are not wired the same way. So you need somebody that will understand how you are feeling and be like, baby, this is what it is. And I'm like, oh, me too, I experience it, but I feel like then you now devise a way of navigating that loophole. Then you now find a time that you feel like, you guys are already laughing. Babe, Momoto, they're genuinely like it. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
You guys are happy to be able to like discuss about it. Then you understand that, oh, my wife doesn't like this. I'll try my best not to put it in. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm trying to say? So sometimes I'll feel like your husband cannot be your very, very best friend, because I'm telling you, there's still some things you discuss with your friend that you can't tell
Yeah.
your husband.
That's what I think. Like there are some matters that you discuss with like female sensible friends that you cannot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you can discuss with your husband. So I'm not saying that your husband. Let's even make it very debatable. Just put it down in the comment section. Do
Exactly.
you
Do you
think
think?
your husband should be your best friend? What are your opinions about
Mm-hmm.
your husband being your best? We having bestie
Mm-hmm.
husband. We having best friend. I don't know.
Because there are some times that, but I feel like your best friend should be your own, especially when you're married. Your best friend should be your own, like same gender, big.
Yeah. Yes. I beg.
Because
Let's like all these friendship we have. When you are married, even with if you have like we said, it's only friends that don't have sense that will not set boundaries.
mm-hmm.
If you have a male friend that some at least some of us had male friends before we got married
Yes,
and they're
no,
still our friends.
true.
But there's a boundary and like
Mm-hmm.
you
Already,
cannot be talking to me the way you're talking to me
exactly.
before. Even if you used to tell me we used to have some kind of conversation before I got married. Now
It's stepped out.
there are boundaries now because you're already married. The last question, because I guess that this video has been very long. Because that's what she does. She'll make you talk
Yes, you
for
have to
hours.
talk. You have
Are you
to.
that kind of friend you're praying for?
Hmm.
Question
No,
mark, people.
no, no. No, actually, it's a two-way thing. Half of me wants my type of friend. Half of me does not want.
Mm.
Cause
What do you mean
I,
by half of you was your kind of friend, half of you don't know?
because I nag.
So you like half of your person now, you don't like half of your
Yes,
person.
there are some things like I know that I definitely know that this thing is not like it's just there's no how you are not. I'm not a perfect person. I know some
Mm-hmm.
things that I really do not like, that I really do, but and if I have a friend like that, I'll soon I'll be tired.
Yeah. I think means like I said I'm a very reserved person, but 80% of my friends have a little bit.
Yes.
So I think it's just the how do I put it? The like I said, opposite side in that last
Mm-hmm.
video. The opposite side that is
Exactly.
attracting. So it's I think they will see things. I like to when I'm discussing matters most time I like to discuss with people that have different opinions and ideology. So
Exactly.
if I'm actually seeing it in a particular light, I want somebody else to help me see it in a okay. I know this is how you are seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
How are you seeing it? So I think sometimes I want to be like she says, I want to be the kind of friend I'm praying for. Some sort of like stressless friend. I'm a very stressless
Mm-hmm.
person. I will not
Mm-hmm.
stress you.
True.
I don't have like I don't have my fighting.
It's true.
So I don't want any friendship that would
Worry me.
stress me or worry me. I want that kind of friendship. Like she said, sometimes we get busy that 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we are not even see anything. But the one time that we'll just
We'll
catch
catch
up
up
again, we just pick up from where we stop.
where we
So I'm not
stop.
looking for a friend that you're not coming for 2 weeks. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't like petty
I've
human
actually
beings.
had a friend that we talk every day.
Hmm.
And I actually thought, oh, we're good and everything. But I just realized that the friendship was not. I'm not saying that they're not good people anyway. I'm not saying. I just realized that the friendship was not a friendship because it was supposed to be a friendship.
Friendship.
The friendship was a friendship because. Sorry about the friendship thing. But you just realize that this person is just my friend because of a certain thing.
Yeah.
You understand? It's not purposeful. So, and when we had the major fallout, he because normally if I have a fallout with someone that was really, someone that was so important to me, I feel mabinu and everything like that should like be good, and
Good.
then we
Yeah.
are fine. It's not as if maybe it was intentional or something. But when we had that major fallout, I realized that basically that was when, because when you stop liking someone, you start seeing their flaws. And that was when I now realized that the friendship was not actually supposed to even be in the first place.
So I don't think that, how do I put it now? You can be the friend you are praying for, and there are some things that even some me personally, there are some things that you admire from other people that you, for that reason you
Mm-hmm.
want to be their friend. So like you said, it's a 50-50 thing. I think I
Exactly.
want to be the kind of friend that I'm praying for, but at the same time I want to see life
Like
from
the better
life,
version,
yes, and I
exactly.
want to see life from other
From other
people's
people's
perspective
exactly
and opinion. That's why
lenses.
God has made us in
We are
diverse kinds
yes, we are,
and
there's
varieties and
diversity and
species and
everything.
all that we cannot be seen or thinking.
And
This
truly,
thinking, if you know me, I ask the weirdest kind of questions.
mm,
And my husband ask me something. I'm school, you know, you.
yeah, so she can just sit down and ask, and I'll be like, okay, where do I want to start from?
I ask the weirdest kind of question. I always want to. What and because most of the time if I ask that question, it's because I'm genuinely thinking about it and I just want to hear
Yeah.
what you have to say
What do
about
you
it.
think if this is this?
I
Okay.
just genuinely want to hear what you think about
What
what
do
you
you
see.
think? But
It's
where
not
did that
because
one come from?
it's not because I'm prying into anything or anything, but it's just like just the randomness of what goes in my head. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. Don't worry, it's very long. I'm going to be putting it into parts because almost the
It's a
gist.
whole lot.
I think we'll be sitting there for over 30 minutes now.
Are you for real?
I think so. I think so. I'm not so sure, but I think so. I don't know. I'll check. I think we've been sitting for over 30 minutes. So it was so nice catching up with you guys. I hope you
Yes.
have a friend as good as mine. And if you're not having a friend as good as mine, I pray that God will give you that friend
Amen. And
that
lastly, I want
sticks
to
closer
yes. Sir.
than a brother. Because that's what the Proverbs said. And I said there's a friend that stays closer than a brother. Those are the friends that, like you said, friends that will carry your matter forward. I
Yes. Sir.
want you to be the good and the better version of it.
Exactly.
And I understand that adult friendship is not easy because sincerely, as life is busy for you,
Yes.
life is
So
busy for yourself, your friend too. So please stop being petty when people. If your friend don't call you, call them.
exactly.
If they don't message you, message. So sometimes I will after 3 weeks or
Say
that
you go and
I'm like, hey,
divorce
I'm
him.
going to divorce you. Oh. Just like
Okay,
just
no, you're not going anywhere. You are
just
stuck with me, and I'll be like,
I, I'm
you are
going to say
stuck with
we
me
are going to
forever.
I will just keep. So if your friend don't call you, call them.
And
Stop being
another thing, that you have friends that you plan trip with. You'll be planning the trip since 3 years ago. The trip has not left your phone. Don't be worried.
you
Don't be
go. Don't worry, you
bothered.
will go
You
one
go
day.
one day.
You go one day. So adult like adulthood is a roller coaster. You have a lot to worry as you are thinking about your own children, your own career. So is your friend, and we process things differently. So don't be harsh on your friends.
Exactly, and also we
Check
should
up
make
on
it
them.
healthy.
Yeah, check up on them if you feel like, oh, it's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
Drop a message. They might be going through things that they don't want to share, and that is simple. Hey, how are you? Is just going to sometimes they will just call you and they begin to rant and you'll be like, oh, well, did you want to say all this while? So
Mm-hmm.
adulthood is not easy on everybody. So be
Yeah.
graceful
And
in the
also,
extent. And please
mm-hmm.
stop. I want to say something.
Mm-hmm.
And this one happened to me, but stop ghosting on people and
How
you
many
just
people have you ghosted?
ghost on people and they try to reach you and you're still
How
ghosting.
many people have
And
you
all I've
ghosted?
not ghosted people. I've ghosted before. I'm not going to lie anyways. For my sanity's sake, I've ghosted anyways. But it's not like when you but it's not that kind of ghost. Like it's not you're not doing to only okay. There's like she's my friend. She's my friend. How do I put it now? She's my friend. She now has a friend. I'm that one's friend because she's this one's friend.
Mm-hmm.
No, like three links of friend like that. But I realized that you ghosted on every one of us, and we are trying to reach you, no communication, and all of a sudden you just boom, you are coming back, and you think everybody will just accept you like that. It's not easy
No,
now.
it's been a
They've tried
while.
to fight for the friendship, and you have said, okay, let everybody be, and everybody's already being. They say English like that, and I come here to say, I'm back
No,
for what? Back
go
to
back
where?
to where you're
Because the
coming
day
from.
you're already late, that kind of thing. So
Mm.
let's stop. If you have grudges with your friend, learn to communicate it elderly. Especially with females, you don't have to be easy and whining eye for. If you don't stress your friends, they need you. That's why they are friends. They need you to be the shoulder. they can lean
Exactly.
on. They need you to be their confidant. And stop let's giving people advice that we cannot follow.
Take
Stop
ourselves.
giving your friend bad advice. That we not get bad advice when you enter trouble, you now run back.
And
Don't give people.
and one thing I really want to add is, once you have a friend,
Mm-hmm,
and if yourself you're already seeing that envy is ephemeral, like maybe you're already feeling like you're in a form of
mm-hmm,
competition, I feel it's advisable you step out. Once you are having a friend that you're noticing a sense of competition, oh, I buy bag, I'll buy too. I buy shoe, buy too. Oh, I'm traveling, I'll travel too.
travel. It's
I
no
think
point.
it's point to
It's
step back,
just
because it is back in university that you
mm,
are okay, or university or secondary school. That my friend is, oh, all you're thinking is about how you want to buy this, how you want to have this, and all that. But now it is more of your own, having someone that is supporting your growth,
mm,
encouraging you, because there's a whole lot of forces you are really dangling with now. So you should have someone that also have the same, you know, insight as you, and you guys can navigate this,
yes,
tough
yeah.
words together, than being with someone that will even be more toxic, and you're already worrying about, oh, I've not spoken to my friend and she has not talked to me. So once you realize that something is not feeling well and is not part of your way of life, I would advise you step aside. Don't let friendship you know cause you a lot of pain while you are
Mm,
still dealing with your own life.
yeah.
We are grown, and it's advisable we step out when things are not going the way we want. And I pray that God will, you know, help us to meet the right people, the purposeful friends, friends that will actually push us to where we are going to.
Amen.
And
That's
we
it.
too will also be a good friend. So it's not
Amen.
just about us receiving, we
Amen.
reciprocate as well.
So it's just to put that we thrive in how do I put it now, complementing each other, or what's there's a word that keeps my mind, otisalo. We thrive in collaboration
Collaboration.
than competition. You
Yes.
don't, if you see like there's something that you see in your friend that you want to be, instead of just jealousy and
Exactly.
gossiping, but ask them, how did you do it? Put me through. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Mm-hmm.
nothing bad in asking your friends for help if you feel like they know better than you
Exactly.
or they are doing better. Ask for. So don't
Yes.
stop unnecessary competition.
Yes.
Collaborate instead.
Mm-hmm.
Live and
And
love
let
and
us
learn.
live.
Another days to say.
And let
So
us live.
I'll see you guys in
So
my next video.
thank
Please
you.
watch,
And
subscribe,
subscribe.
share, like.
Please use my money back. Let me
Please,
eat.
I'm not a money bag.
Not
Oh.
to eat.
Don't let her. Don't let, as you can see both of us face now. Judge by yourself now.
Uh-uh.
You will know.
Please.
So see you guys next time.
See you guys next
Cheers.
time.
Bye.
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 Say go be.